Hello.
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 And now that we've guaranteed that everybody will have logged off the video after that, welcome, Jordy, to our grand adventure.
Hi, guys.
You're only saying that because it was my idea, are you?
No, I just thought we held it on a little too long. I enjoyed that. I had fun with that. Thank you.
It was funny.
I just sat here, did nothing.
I wasn't even a
Yeah.
participant. That just happened.
That's old Doug for you, making everyone else look like fools while he plays around with his soundboard. Anyway, welcome back to Daxter, everybody. On today's session, we're going to be traveling through the strip mine here as we search for these dark eco crystals that miner earlier said he's been digging for up until the bugs started showing up.
Alright, so basically we're not only going to be an exterminator, but also going to do his job for him. Sounds like just the thing Daxter needs.
And the best part is, it's going to be done with about the same amount of pay as usual.
So none.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love my job. So I guess.
So,
oh, sorry.
Actually, while I go searching for eco crystals, why don't you bring Jordy up to speed on where our adventure has taken us?
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially, Daxter here is a spin-off game of the Jak and Daxter series. This takes place right between the events of the first and the second game, basically explaining what Daxter's been up to, like, during the events of the second game up until he finally finds Jak. That's the big thing about this game. Like, he got separated from Jak when they got to this new world, and this is basically everything leading up to when he reunites with them in the second game. That being said, do you have any particular experience with the Jak and Daxter series, whether it be, like, through your own self or, like, witnessing through someone else's playthroughs?
Well, first of all, I do want to ask for clarification because it has been forever since I've seen anything with Jak and Daxter. Is the second game the one with Viger?
That was the third one.
The third game? Okay, so I remember seeing the commercials, and I believe I'm trying to remember if it was the fourth or fifth game. It definitely wasn't the third game that my brother used to own. But I don't remember too much of it, but basically that's my exposure to Jak and Daxter aside from PlayStation All-Stars.
I will say, though, Jordy, now that you mentioned Count Volger earlier, stay tuned. You might actually see a quick cameo from him.
Yeah,
Oh,
this game
boy.
came out after 3, and I guess did its best to try and bridge everything together. Oh, there's a Dark Eagle Crystal.
It's one of those things where, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really mean much of anything, but it's just there to show that, he was technically still involved within the Grand Council of Baron Praxis back when he was still, the ruler of Haven City.
Which I guess makes sense. He kind of, because in hindsight, especially
Also,
in
he
Jak
hates
3,
bugs, just like the rest of us.
Yes. But I think that makes sense, especially because, notwithstanding, in Crash 3...
Ooh!
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, Flesh won't.
In Crash 3, he kind of just shows up.
Crash 3?
3?
You mean
Jak 3. In Jak 3. Yeah, he really showed up in Crash 3. It really was surprising to me.
I have
Man,
never seen such a clever use of foreshadowing in my life.
I cannot wait till the whole that whole Jak project open goal thing that one guy's doing.
Yeah.
Eventually reaches Jak 3, so they just hack the whole thing to have it so that Crash is literally arrested and taken to the wastelands.
Well, that's the thing I'm
Okay,
super
that was-
stoked for. That's the thing
that
I'm
was a
super
bit-
stoked for. Go ahead.
That was a bit different than what I was expecting. I thought you were gonna say have a mod where it's just Crash over Jak's body.
I mean, essentially.
I'm just
I just
super
wanted my
stoked.
wampus.
I'm still super stoked to see where it goes because, for those curious, I believe it was posted to Twitter a couple weeks ago, maybe actually probably closer to a month ago. But this guy made an entire the modding support for, I think it's called Open Goal.
Yep,
whatever.
it's called Open Goal,
Because
otherwise
Goal
known as
was,
the Jak project.
yeah, because I believe Goal was the name of the engine that they used for this project. But
For Jak and Daxter as a whole.
But yeah, there's already been some mod support now for it. So someone did mod
It
it.
basically was reverse engineered to work on PC.
Yes, and because of that, same with Mario 64, there's been some mod support now, and someone was able to mod in the opening level from Crash Bandicoot 1 into that, so you could have Jak and Daxter running around in it.
Nice.
So I'm very curious to see where more of that, what else can be done with that. But
I do know at the given moment, Open Goal is currently it does support Jak 1. Jak 2 and Jak 3, I think, is still in development.
I think that's totally fair because there was probably a lot more. But I do believe it was still the Goal engine used for those, correct?
I believe it was, yes.
Okay. I guess at that point it's just mainly the shaders and trying to get that 16:9, working right. But
Maybe one thing they could probably include is a whole... Oh, I don't need to be here right now. But maybe one thing they could end up doing as a, quality of life improvement is maybe make the checkpoints a little more generous.
That would be very nice. I would love... I'm trying to think what else they could do. Maybe adding in a strafe mode so that you can, actually move in one direction while... just better aiming.
I never thought the aiming in Jak... That's one thing I always found kind of funny about the later Jak sequels. It's they added it in gunplay, and you can make an argument that maybe they could have included some form of, strafe mechanics, but I feel like the game's built in such a way where that's really not a problem.
The auto-aim was generous.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely generous. It felt like a pretty...
Daxter.
It felt like a really weird yet very natural fit for the Jak gameplay that we've come to know and love.
I will still... Oh.
I don't know if I should be doing this yet.
Well,
but I'll try anyway.
Oh, there you go.
I will give them credit that... I will give them credit where it's due that I did not expect a platformer to, transition. Was it abrupt? Yes, but really only in tone. I feel like the Jak and Daxter movement and stuff was still pretty fluidly...
Movement was still fluid, and a good bulk of the humor that was still from the original game is still present. It's more so just the environment and just the overall change in... Well,
again,
Jack's
just tone,
I would say it was sort of a change to his character, but it also he didn't really change that much. He still felt kind of like that whole... I think
he still go underneath the big crusher thing. I think there's something in there.
I just had a dumb thought. You guys are talking about these mods for this. What was this? What was this? The whole thing that you guys talk about, they're doing this with Jak 1 and 2. In case we never talked about it in depth before, what is this whole thing that you guys are talking about again?
Open goal.
Open goal.
Yeah, open goal. What is that?
Essentially, do you remember when remember all the big news? Oh, I see. Actually, I'm so sorry. I think, first of all, is there a mini map we could look at to see where any other things are still?
Nope, this game does not have a map feature, which is kind of unfortunate.
I guess it is back this way again, I guess. Oh, I see. You can keep climbing upwards. But I see. You keep going up. You keep climbing up that way, I think.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
But, so basically, remember how all the big, news came out, hype, that Mario 64 had been re-engineered to become,
playable on PC?
Yes. That basically happened for Jak and Daxter, which was not the game I was next expecting to see. I think, I want to say it's... I actually, and I see. I think we need to get on top of that and go all the way across. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I want.
And actually, that whole pathway I was just taking is actually an optional one.
Oh.
It's mostly for the sake of a couple more precursor orbs and another piece of that whole bug combat minigame I was talking about last session.
Gotcha.
Something it wouldn't hurt to do anyway, just for those extra precursor orbs, but still.
Okay,
right.
So now that I know a little bit more of this, I guess, PC port of Jak and Jak 2 you guys are talking about.
Also playable on Steam Deck.
Yep, and not Jak 2 yet. And also to finish that thought, I was just surprised that this came out. I want to say this came out before we got the Ocarina of Time PC port.
Around the same time, I want to say.
Huh. But yeah, anyway, the big joke that I was going to lead into is that, if they do decide to do that for a Jak 2, you can have it be, untouched for the most part, aside from, a few quality of life changes. But I had this joke in mind where it's what if with that Jak 2 PC port, they have a mod called the, Jak consistency mod, where just like in Jak 1, he doesn't talk at all, but they reanimate all the cutscenes, so instead of him just having spoken dialogue, he just uses sign language.
I don't know about
just
that.
imagine, when Daxter's say something for once in your life! Jak just aggressively pulls up his arms and in sign language says, I'm gonna kill Praxis.
That's...
Oh, nice. Thank you.
That's... Good lord,
that
I can only
is
just imagine what that's like.
That would be ridiculous.
Oh, I think I offended Doug.
Uh-oh. Well, his internet does that. Hopefully he'll be...
Nah, there's just a couple more bugs in the system.
Hello.
Welcome back.
It takes a lot for Doug to get offended.
Watch that step. But, now then, moving forward again. I don't know.
Actually, good thing I got a place here of all places, because I need to come here anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you discovered that place yet.
Oh, I see. And then from here... Oh,
Oh, you're going down the elevator.
okay. Well, that takes
So,
us... Go ahead,
I guess
go ahead.
another thing that I could ask Jordan. So, I think we did talk a little bit about, for the few times she was able to join us for Ratchet, she gave us like a bit of her like history with Ratchet. Are there any other like Sony exclusive properties that you say you'd have like any experience with growing up?
Sony exclusive. So does that not mean Crash Bandicoot in this case? Because
Crash is a third-party character, so no,
third
he
party.
doesn't.
You know what? I'm gonna have to do my research to know for sure because my memory has not been the greatest lately.
Well, I mean, if you need our help, you can just list off any games you've played on the PlayStation, and we can tell you if those are like third or first or second party.
Honestly, why don't we just make a game show out of that?
Guess that property.
Give me Jeopardy questions, actually.
Oh!
Oh boy!
Uh-oh.
I am dunked. Oh, at least this checkpoint is a little more generous.
Okay, so here is Naughty Dog for 400. The last game that they made before they decided they hate fun.
Uncharted 3. Ooh, close. It was actually Uncharted 4.
Wait, are you actually looking this up right now?
No, I'm just guessing. That was just a joke.
Not to mention, I'm sorry, Logan, but you didn't phrase that in the form of a question, so you don't get the points.
Oh.
Well, anywho, we'll say, while we're doing this, random thought, because we were looking at all these PSP stuff, I still don't think I'm ever going to want to do Secret Agent Clank just because of how completely, A, irrelevant, especially to where the franchise is now, and B, meh. But I'll be honest, there's a part of me that's thinking that maybe I do want to do, New Frontiers.
Oh, that.
Or Lost
that's
Frontier,
the one
Lost
that.
Frontier.
That's the
Oh,
last
right,
Jack game they made, right?
Right.
Yeah, the Jack and Daxter PSP, the Jack and Daxter PSP game, because I do remember beating it, and I do remember not disliking it. I just remember it had a very unfair, difficult.
Oh boy. Like the
I love
only
this,
things
the
I can take.
splash. Go ahead.
Like the only three things I could take away from that was one, obviously it wasn't made by Naughty Dog, because I think that was that around the time they were busy with Uncharted?
I believe so.
think so.
I know New Frontiers was made by High Impact.
Oh, I know that name, but I don't know why I recognize it from.
Stretching momentum.
But yeah, there's the only other big takeaway I can think of with that game is that they swapped out Jack's actor for that game, and he's voiced by Josh Keenan, who did go on to play him in PlayStation All-Stars.
I remember it not
Nice.
being bad. I want to say, was Kira still voiced by Tara in that one?
Yes.
Okay, because I remember she was Kira for like 1 or 2 lines in Jack 3.
And then I know she was also her in Jack X Combat Racing.
That's true.
Right. Which honestly, not for nothing, I feel like...
I don't know what
Like-
we're doing in this room. But
Actually,
thank goodness we have infinite lives.
Actually, I want to make sure I'm not thinking of the wrong person. Kira was the green-haired one that was first in Jack 1, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Same as
Okay, because I was
Doctor.
about to say, like, if they ever, like, bring back Jack and they couldn't get her original actress back, I think instead of Tara, a voice replacement I would go for is actually Cree Summers, because I feel like she kind of matches that same vocal texture the original actress had better than Tara could.
There's just
I
something.
agree.
There's random. It just. So sorry, Doug. Do you have any thoughts on the voice cast of the games?
Of what games?
I
the
forgot
Jack
that-
games.
Of the Jack
No.
games. Okay. I was.
Oh.
Oh. It's kind of funny because this is off topic real quick. Because I just had this popping up in my computer. So, Sam fucking gifted me Crash 4 on Steam.
Hey,
Aw.
that's sweet.
Aw, Merry Christmas.
You filthy animal.
She said, a Christmas gift, you bastard.
I'm sure we
Sounds
show us
like
regularly.
That does sound like Sammy. Just no. So I want to fight because I'm sorry if this is like if we're like talking like over because I do want to involve everybody. I was just
You're all good.
No,
Oh.
you're okay. Don't get anxious.
I was
You're all
just, like,
good,
on
my man.
autopilot. Okay, I was about to like go on autopilot and say that.
All's fair in love and bug extermination here.
Yep, because I was about to go on a complete like autopilot and say that Cree Summer would be nice, but there was just like there's if it's possible for it to be this, there's something kind of like charming and or like wholesome about the way that the original actress's like voice would crack in certain lines and stuff.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
somebody
Like,
felt that
like,
just, like, it wasn't annoying.
well,
Not
that's what I
really.
mean. Like, in a perfect world, they would just get her back. But I just mean, like, in terms of an actress that could match that, I feel like Kree would be a better fit.
Honestly, this does make me wonder, like, what did happen that that prompted her to leave the project after Jack 2?
I'll look that up.
Sure.
Next
I mean, a large part of it might also just be because, you know, again, Kira barely had anything to do in Jack 3 because they were trying to force a love plot between Jack and Ashlyn, even though it made absolutely no sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna look this up about Anna
And thankfully they dropped that whole thing after by Jack X anyway. So it's like, yeah, they thought that was kind of forced.
Is Ashlyn even in Jack X?
She is.
She is. Oh yeah, no, she's still a major character. Remember, she's now Jack's potential love interest, something or whatever.
Okay,
I don't know.
because when he said that they dropped it by Jack X, I thought that would imply that she either had no part in it or just wasn't in it, period.
Well, no, it's just a matter that they didn't, you know, try to make it as obvious. It was always sort of a thing where, you know, people always thought that maybe Jack would fit better with Kira, and they kind of went back to that by Jack X, and I assume Lost Frontier, because, like,
Oh yeah,
Kira's
no,
like the only other character aside from Jack and Daxter that does return.
yeah, and it is interesting. Like, nice, and it is an interesting plot that they explore. I will not go into. Full
All right,
detail.
here's your eco crystals.
Beautiful crystals. You have no idea how much those Haven
Oh.
City suckers are paying for this stuff. Off you go then.
Off you
Off
go.
we go.
I hope you realize those are the dark variety. They might turn you into a little furball like me.
He just explodes. What?
Tell you.
I don't know. I think being a markable little critter like you can't be too bad.
Also, for those
It's
curious,
horrible.
That
Wait, what? Hold it. Hold the phone. You fixed up little old Betsy?
oh,
How?
that's very nice of her. Also, for those curious, that miner was voiced by one David Herman, who is, first of all, a bunch of characters on Futurama. Again, I need to show more. I need to show that to hype, including Scruffy the janitor.
Scruffy. Also, can I go back to what the original question was about what Sony exclusive games or characters I've, you know, had experience with?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
did you think of some?
I just looked at the list of the games, like, from when I was younger, and I can definitely confirm that the ones that I've at least seen, if not played, when I was a kid are Tomba, Tekken 2,
All right.
I have done, what was it? Final Fantasy VII, the older one, not the new one.
Oh no, I forgot about this one.
Oh my god.
And I think there was something else, but I don't remember.
Are you ready to fight for your freedom?
For Scotsels everywhere! Oh wow, this actually, I just realized, yeah. Sorry, Doug, we gotta fight for land and country once more.
So that's why I'm here.
So for context, this is another thing that Daxter has for some reason. There are these minigames that you can use to, like, unlock things. The minigames themselves are, like, very shameless movie references. Like, the last one we had was a big Matrix reference, and this one's Braveheart.
Oh, I also forgot one game, and it was so obvious, I completely forgot. Bust a Groove 2!
Ah.
Cool.
That's a fun one.
It is a fun one.
Also, I don't
Hard
know
as
how.
balls, though.
Also, I don't know how to feel about trivializing the entire War of Scotland 2. So a man picked up a rock.
Just threw a rock at him.
Yeah, it was a big rock.
I like picking up rocks.
Yeah, interesting that you actually played Tomba before. Like, that's one that I remember playing the demo of it a lot when I was younger, but I never got around to playing the full thing. And that was actually one that I was actually tempted to pitch to James that we probably do for the channel.
It looks fun.
I could do it. It's just a matter of there is a couple of things regarding that game I'll need to let's just say that there's a lot to that game that I'll need to try and rememorize. Ah, crap.
Right, because if I'm not mistaken, like, isn't it like kind of like a platformer with some like RPG-ish elements?
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Say the thing.
Freedom!
There you go.
But wait, there's more.
Hey.
Also, yeah, that for that minigame, I was my max health has been increased.
Nice.
Now, I remember the first two, obviously, Matrix and Braveheart. I don't remember what this one is.
Let me
Let's
see.
see what it is.
That looked like a dwarf.
I want to say Lord of the Rings, but I could be wrong.
That looks like Lord of the Rings to me because you're in the underground. Yeah, this looks
How
like
was the
some
fall?
Lord. It's either Lord of the Rings or the underground. Reminds me a bit of Aragon, actually.
Oh, Aragon. Actually, it might be Lord of the Rings, because he does look like he's dressed like the
Gimli,
Dwarfen
yeah.
warrior.
Yeah, he does look
Gimli?
like Gimli. Yeah. Where are they?
I just love how he's wearing like,
That's it! I'm getting my mallet!
Exactly. This is definitely the most out there as far as, like, movie parodies are concerned. Like, just make Daxter literally fucking butch-ass Gimli from the movies.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't even know what these things are. I guess they're supposed to be like lurkers, but they don't look like Gaul anymore.
Yeah, they definitely... I don't even recognize this enemy variety. Maybe something from, like, Jak 2 or 3. Even though, technically, you know, this is supposed to be before Jak 2. Well, the majority of it, anyway.
Yeah.
And this one could be a little on the fickle side because, yeah, you still gotta do the typical press the button as they're approaching, but you also have to, you know, move all around the place, so you gotta do a little bit of, both.
Yeah, it seems like the amount of time the animation takes to, you know, hit these guys, it seems like a bit tedious.
A little. One thing that's worth mentioning as well is that you can technically you can play like more difficult versions of these mini games. I don't know what the exact point of doing that though is, aside from just to see like a harder version for bragging rights, because I don't think they net you any other bonuses.
Who knows?
How much longer do I have to do this? This beard's itching me.
This beard and this fat suit.
I feel like a Dutch oven.
I was gonna say.
Thankfully, up there that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
jeez. Oh fuck.
Uh-oh. I was gonna say, if you feel like a Dutch oven, you're gonna need a bath, good sir.
You don't say, Toots.
Toots.
Hey, to be fair, Daxter is a very shameless flirter, so it's not out of character.
Yeah.
Fair. I was gonna make a joke involving, since you said toots, I was gonna say, so do I get a Tootsie Pop?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You should have seen how bad he got with Taryn earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Literally, the first time they met, and he spared no expense to literally flirt the girl.
Yeah.
Seeing with that man with a beard made me thought of me having my own beard.
Wow, that was deep.
That doesn't sound like a Lord of the Rings... Okay, oh, show that move off, and I'm gonna look this up.
He probably just didn't have anything to say regarding that.
Oh, hey, I'll move.
Yep, there's that, and I do believe the last thing you can unlock is a direct reference to Jack's downward drop and like his ground pound move.
Okay, so it was Lord of the Rings. It was supposed to. I was mixing up my two. There's a lot of kingdoms that get attacked, but I see. It was a reference to the attack on Helm's Deep.
Okay.
From the second movie, apparently.
Oh, from the Two Towers.
Two Towers.
Yeah. I
personally
didn't know.
am-
I was gonna say I did not know if James and Hype had seen the Lord of the Rings movie, so I didn't know if I had to say the second movie.
Well,
or
I'd
the actual-
say
I've seen the whole trilogy. I just can't remember. There's only certain things I immediately remember, like what took place in what.
Alright,
yeah,
that's
like
fair.
as far as my thing goes, is that like I know the names of them, and I have seen like chunks of them. I have not seen a single one from beginning to end, though. I know my mom has, though. She loves the series.
I think you would be. I'm not to say like do or I'm gonna force you. No, but I think it would be like on our like list of things to watch. I think it would be good to at least like once in your lifetime show you the trilogy. The Hobbit, I don't know. The Hobbit, I genuinely think you could probably pass on.
Well,
but
I heard that the first Hobbit is perfectly fine. It's the other ones that I hear more mixed things on.
the most mixed thing I've definitely heard is that the third one goes way too long and the whole placement of Smog in terms of like the battle and stuff is so misplaced between those two movies. And that if I'm correct, in the second movie, so there's this really fun scene that I straight up, I would show you the animated Hobbit movie over those ones. Just right away throwing that out there.
Well, there's technically two. Actually, no, wait, I'm thinking
There's
of
two,
the original trilogy.
but there was an animated Lord of the Rings as well, apparently.
Right,
There
like
was.
I remember, like Batchki did like animated versions of the first two books.
Oh, the queens are back. Oh, multiple of them now.
Yep, now there's 3 queens.
All right.
And, I mean, thankfully it's not too dissimilar to, you know, taking down the original queen. Just bash them all once and you're good to go. It looks like I was about to bash that one.
Are there
Yeah.
are there more Zoomer maps than this one, or is this really it with Betsy?
This is the last time we'll be using Betsy.
Oh, okay. Alright, back to
Yeah,
you.
honestly, Logan, like, granted, I imagine it'd be like a lengthy marathon, but I honestly would have no qualms with like watching Lord of the Rings with you. In fact, I'm gonna be honest, like, when it comes to like big name, pop culture fantasy franchises, that one does have my interest more than Harry Potter does.
That's fair. I wouldn't be up for joining for that marathon as well.
I mean, I would also like to show you guys Harry Potter at least once as well, just because I and especially now that we have again proof that Daniel Radcliffe does not support the the ideologies of the creator of it.
Good for him.
I just think it's probably was one of the most, definitely for me anyway, one of the most influential like series, like in terms of like having a series have
Do I have
that
to be
many,
this close? Come on!
especially in terms of a film having that many sequels and just pretty much all of them all being pretty solid. Like I can't think of really one that flopped.
Well, the only thing that I can take from Harry Potter is that I remember it's just some random guy, this YouTuber I like following. He for a while did like a string of like trailer parodies based on like films that are out around the time.
Yeah.
And when he did a trailer for, what was it? I think it was Deadly Hallows. It's the one that was intended to be the last Harry Potter film.
Yeah, Deathly Hallows.
Like
Part
they did
2.
a spoof where it's like, if we find it, we can end it. Wait, why do we want to end this? Yeah, seriously, this franchise could pay off the national debt.
That is fair. That is absolutely fair. But yeah, so the series is about the whole thing is 8 movies long, which yes, grow up everybody. It's still
Or 7
shorter
books.
than the MCU. So it's worth at least a while. I don't know. But between that and Lord of the Rings, just don't do what I did. I tried to watch all Lord of the Rings in one sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
That was quite the sit.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
They're enough to last a day.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
literally,
that is-
especially if you're watching. My God, can you remember back when a movie being about 3 hours long used to be this insane
Easy,
like?
steady. There we go.
Yeah, remember when a movie being 3 hours long was like this insane thing, and now it's like, oh, have you seen the new Wakanda Forever? Yeah, it's about 2 hours and 45 minutes. Like it's about 3 hours long. Like every one was now this long.
Yeah, it was pretty long, but it was definitely really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah. That all said, I do believe it's time we put an ixnay on the movie tangents, because now things are about to go back to the plot.
Okay.
Orange lightning begins.
Yes, Daxter, but you don't have to use call signs or...
Unit 1 returning to base ASAP on the QT. By the way, was I supposed to pick you up something at the store? Cow milk, maybe? Or some old guy fiber? I keep thinking I've forgotten to do something. You know, something important. I
What
can't
could
help but
that
think-
be?
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
That's it!
You really just remembered right now.
I gotta go, Toots.
After 2
Talk to
years.
you later. I mean, over and out. I mean, 10-4, or whatever.
Get on the bike. He just throws away the phone.
Well, because his buddy's at stake.
It's like it took you just about 2 years to remember. Oh, that's right. I gotta save my best friend.
And apparently that prison transport does not want anyone following it for any reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like especially seeing a random orange rat tailing them on a freaking kid's scooter.
We haven't even stated our intentions. They're just like, hey guys, look, target practice.
Hey guys, look, it's a rat. Let's blow it up.
Hey, look what I could do.
Over and
He-
over.
One thing I'm curious about is that, like, it looks like he has a clear view of it. Like, does Jack not see us trying to go after him?
Maybe his willow's already been broken.
I mean, if not that, he might also just be a little too out of it to notice.
Maybe.
yeah,
Possibly.
he could be out of it.
Like, Baron Praxis has been experimenting on Jack all this time, so hard to say how much conscience he still has left on him.
So I guess just like a slight spoiler-ask, if that makes any sense. Is this gonna take us to the part where we actually first meet up with Jack in Jack 2, or is there still more before we get to that part?
There's more to it than that. In fact, the
Okay.
game literally ends right at that moment.
Yeah, so we still got a ways away before we.
Like, the last thing you hear is,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna kill...
Oh!
boy!
Really? Right at the end?
You serious?
and I see what happened. Basically, if you fail to intercept it before it reaches the whole gang of Crimson Guards, then that's it.
No, it was more so I ran out of health by that point.
Yeah, he did get hit.
Like, the entire line of Crimson Guards there is literally the end point.
Oh,
Right.
okay. We'll be right back.
They're like the flag girls.
After these messages.
I think this should do it. Oh, there we go. We made it. Also, yeah. What do you think is gonna happen?
Do they still remember about the time?
Oh, sorry, buddies. Didn't your mom tell you to stay out of the street?
Also, hello,
Hello,
Bill.
dude. Get in.
Okay.
This guy.
Wait a minute. Aren't I supposed to get my friend?
Welcome, dude.
I would love. He's like, wait a minute. I just jumped in a stranger's car. Wait a minute.
So, yes, I do believe this here is, Osmo's son.
Yeah.
Simon's me. I'm Osmo's son.
Okay,
Mom said
Simon,
you
that's
hadn't
it.
heard
Or,
from me for a while, so
Simon.
I tracked you down.
Simon,
that's
yeah,
it.
with an X.
Good thing, too. We got a Mondo job brewing right now on a big
Fun
tanker
fact:
report.
he's voiced by the guy who
Ready
voiced
to
the
party
construction
hard?
guy. And other fun fact: he was two character.
meanwhile,
Why is that last
Core.
exterminator
Oh, boy.
company still operating?
The owner, Osmo, has proven difficult to discourage.
Well then, help him down the path of despair. I can't have this Osmo interfering with my plans. We finally infiltrated Haven's security walls, and I don't want some wrinkled old exterminator getting in my way.
I have it handled, Great One. I assure you. He's got some new hired help, but it's only a matter of time before I
Close him down soon, or else I'll be doing some exterminating myself.
And I'm not talking about opening a rival business, son.
I don't believe that was the same core actor as in Jack 2, but yeah, to catch everybody up, he is the big bad of Jack 2.
Gotcha.
yep, that's core. Well, for those that haven't already seen our commentary of Jack 2, well, there you have it. Oh, whoops!
Oh boy.
Already?
Okay then.
See ya! Oh, I really wish it faded to black, and that would have been it. Just see the flip side, dude.
So, as I was saying, bro, you gotta go clean up the tanker.
Fair enough. But yeah, if anyone's curious, he's also the voice of Errol, like the Errol, Cyber Errol. He's the big bad of 3 and the Alakian 2, and he's
That's certainly a that's a heck of a contrast.
And I will say, not a contrast for Zyman. I don't know if I would have mentioned this because I think it was before I got on my big kick of looking at
Ow!
Oops.
I think it was before.
That could have gone better.
You're right. I think it was before I went on my big kick with looking at voice actors. Zyman's voice actor was in Jack 1. He was the he was the sculptor with his muse, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's my muse.
Man. And he was also Boggy Billy, the swamp guy who does the shooting game with you.
What's a bathtub?
Yeah, that was him.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anywho.
So yeah, now we're on the tanker, or what do they call this? Yeah, it's a tanker. Pretty much the same deal as usual. Collect a certain amount of gems before the level's over.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
We'll say.
So where were we on them there movie tangents?
Just like I needed.
Oh, actually, I just remembered another thing. During these tanker sequences, you'll come across these bigger bugs that poop out some other ones. As far as I'm aware, you can't kill the bigger ones themselves, but they will eventually they'll run out of littler bugs to spawn. So just kill off as much as you can, and you'll still be fine.
That does help.
But yeah,
James,
on to...
Do me a big favor. Do not ever say bugs and poop and bugs coming out of other bugs in the same sentence ever again.
That's
well,
nature.
That's how they reproduced in this game.
It's beautiful.
It's disgusting. Plus, I hate that word.
What bugs?
No, I'm not gonna dignify that answer.
What, beautiful?
Continue with the tangent.
Okay.
I will continue with the tangent, little missy. In fact, Douglas, do you have any input on the Lord of the Rings conversation we've been having?
No, not really. I don't really care much for Lord of the Rings.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Were there any quote-unquote mainstream franchises or series that you really did get into? The heck?
That's a good question, actually.
Well, there goes those precursor worms.
What'd you say, Doug?
I just said that's a good question. I really don't have anything in mind right now to think about that.
Fair enough.
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, what would you say about if I just start rattling off some, because that's where I'm at right now in life. What about Star Wars?
I have some history with Star Wars.
enough.
How about Star Trek?
I definitely have history with Star Wars. My mom's a huge fan.
It's definitely one of the only sci-fi series that my mom cares for. There we go.
I know one sci-fi series that my mom really likes is Stargate.
I
nice.
I remembered hearing about it.
That does take me back, actually.
I remembered hearing about it, but I never saw it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's seen the movie, but she has seen both the show and the spin-off focusing on Atlantis, and she really likes both of them. In fact, one of the main actors from the spin-off, the guy that plays Teal'c, he's the guy that's currently voicing Kratos.
Oh,
Nice.
Mr. John. Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
I did think he looked a little familiar.
But let's see.
Oh, yeah, why don't we talk about that real quick? The
the awards,
what a
yeah.
weird ass show the TGA
How
2022
about those
was
game
this year.
awards?
Well,
Yeah.
Became
How
close to
about Epic Flute Guy?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, the
Peter
true
Eustace.
champ.
Pedro
Him and
Eustace.
Animal carried the entire show.
Pedro
Yeah.
Eustace, and I will say that on a tier. Sorry, go ahead, Doug.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Oh, okay. On a tier, how about that for a random topic? Because no one's, no one paid attention for me for that bit. No, and that's not against you. That's against me. Just, I'm not good at comedy today. My comedy chops just aren't what they used to be. I need a
Don't
drink.
worry
Maybe
about
you
it. Just
On
go
a
with
tier,
the flow, man.
on a tier list, Hype. Where would you rank the usage of the Muppets in these game things so far between Alf, the Professor,
Well,
Professor
Alf's not a
Honeydew,
Muppet.
and well, I thought Alf was by Jim Henson though.
No, he has a different company.
Huh. So that's where they screwed up. They tried to go to someone who wasn't a Henson puppet. I forgot. For some reason, I just thought every puppet was made by the Jim Henson Corporation. With the,
Well, that's
big...
puppetist.
Well, so far we've had Animal, we've had the Swedish Chef, we've had the first one, which was what was it, Honeydew and Beaker.
Yeah, those two are definitely one of the top ones.
I'm still waiting for those I'm still waiting for that Beaker mod Untitled Goose Game. You think I have?
Give us Untitled Beaker game.
You think the world forgot, and you could just sit on your laurels making more Untitled Goose Game merge? I want the Beaker game mod.
Give us Untitled Beaker, devil damn it. But yeah, next to them, I actually really did like Animal during the whole thing. How do you think Animal feels about his favorite game being the game of the year?
I'm bummed that they did not cut to him going, yeah, just so happy.
Also, I just remembered a thing. Confirmed. Animal is a better Elden Ring player than Logan is.
Shush.
So his favorite boss is also the one that Logan hates.
Okay, so fun fact, that is a boss that notoriously, everyone is it is again, this is Millennia, Blade of Mikkel, whatever the hell it is. Blade of Mikkel, I think it is, but regardless, she's a boss that has a move that literally, if you are just too far away or too close or don't have enough health, it can one-shot you because it just hits you that many times and stacks that much of a deep. It is abhorrent.
Scalish you!
No, Johns. No, there's already been a number of joke tweets. Oh, thank goodness. There's already been a number of joke tweets put out that Animal confirmed to be "Let me solo her," which I guess to quickly explain that little lore tangent, since we're still doing this level. It's a fun level. I'm not minding that. These feel like they could have been Jack and Daxter levels. This company did a good job of emulating that.
There we go.
Yep. So
honestly, I think the only thing that Daxter's really lacking is actual story sequences.
Yeah. So let me solo her was a.
Whee!
Uh-oh.
Ow! I have yet
So what
to
about Let Me
perfect
Solo Her?
So that was an Elden Ring player who straight up just really enjoyed the Blade, the Millennia fight, so much so that again, basically his username would be titled "Let Me Solo Her" because you can name yourself pretty much anything, and all he would wear would be one of those little pot, you can wear that as a helmet if you find it. He wore the pot on his head, and would just be pretty much naked with a massive with some dual wielding swords, and literally he'd be like, "Hey, just you stand right there. I'm gonna go solo her for you, all right?" And then people just watch him kill the boss. And it became this incredible gift because again, a lot of people, myself included, had a lot of trouble with Millennia. I did manage to beat her. I did need some co-op to help me though. I will 100% agree. There are a few bosses that I genuinely needed co-op to beat, and she was unfortunately one of them. I just did not have the right build and the right scale level. But this Let Me Solo Her guy was I believe he got up to 200 to 300 different times that he helped people. Like, it has to be more than that though. But like, he would he said, hey, at these times of the day, I will be putting my summon sign just constantly, just summon me if you need help, and people did it. And, ow! And it got to such a point that Miyazaki himself and From Software sent the guy a package with first of all, his own statue of his character. A signed thing. Like, there's a whole video on it that he posted of like he became a legend in the game, and but yeah, basically people made the joke that all this time he was Animal all along.
Okay, so first off,
you know what? I totally buy that.
First off, when you were talking about like, oh, he got a package, there was a part of me that was expecting it to start off with, first off, it came with pants, because good God, you need some, man.
Put some on. But yeah, no, I'll look that up. But yeah, no, that was the whole story of him. Now we had that thing. Doug, what have you been up to today? You and Jordy. I want to hear a story from you guys.
You want to go first, Doug?
You can go first.
Oh, all right. Well, I've been recovering from a cold this past week, maybe a little more than that, but I'm slowly getting better. I did a lot of house cleaning today. I'm still searching for a new job, but I'm working in my way one at a time. And I also did a art collaboration with someone who's working for me in Tales of Annualia. I have a brand new YouTube banner that you will be seeing on my channel very soon.
Aww.
Odds are it'll probably be up already by the time this gets public.
It's up. I was just giving you guys a little segue.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And speaking of art stuff, speaking of art stuff, I know that's something I've been doing lately. Been knocking out more Christmas gifts for people, because, yeah, at the time of recording, it is getting close to Christmas. Yeah. I've gotten almost everyone's done. Like, I just recently finished making some icons for the guys here.
Oh.
Yeah, those look really nice. Speaking of which, I'm so sorry, let me interrupt you real quick.
No, go for it.
I've also been spending some time with my girlfriend, Jazzy, and lately we've been watching our commentary on Mad Rat Dead, and she's liking it so far.
That was a fun
That's
game.
still one of my favorite commentaries of looking back.
I really want that.
It was so fun.
I really want a continuation of that, of that style or something like because that. Whoa! I don't know how I'm alive either.
What?
Oh, that's it. That seems about right. Ah, there it is. But again, I really hope to see more because that was a really fun game and a really fun story.
It was.
Characters.
It's just that if they do continue that, obviously it'd be hard to really do a proper sequel considering Mad Rat's supposed to be dead now.
Oh yeah, no, the story is the story has reached its conclusion 100%.
I wouldn't mind some kind of spin-off with a different kind of rat character.
Or same name, same universe, just a different rat altogether.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Same mechanic.
You know what? Who says it has to be a rat? Period. It could be any animal they want.
Oh, so Mad Cat.
Or Mad Dog.
Or Mad Bat.
Meow.
Or Mad Cat Bat.
Or
Hey, wait a minute.
Or even if Disney wants to get involved, Mad Scrat. It's just him trying to run away from freaking floods and ice.
But Logan, Scrat's story's already been concluded.
He ate his nut finally.
That is true. They did conclude the story for us. Okay, fair enough. It'd have to be a prequel. It'd have to be. I don't know.
That's it.
The Scrat's origin story that everyone asked for.
Wow.
Apparently, Daxter didn't want that.
And also to correct myself, because I did make a mistake. The statue, FromSoft did not give him the statue. That was someone else who basically modded it and made a statue of themselves. What he did receive was a wooden portrait of Millennia, a whole thing congratulating him. Because it was his 1000th time fighting that boss and defeating her. He did it a lot, and a lot of people were helped. And that's it. They gave him a sword.
A sword?
They shipped him a sword with the engraving "Rise" tarnished on it and congratulated him.
Was it a replica of the sword he had in game?
No, I don't believe so because he used 2 curved swords and this was just a standard broadsword kind of looking thing, more like a hand sword kind of thing. Again, Lenny Solarherd was just an entire phenomenon, I guess, just to put it lightly.
I don't know why, but for some reason that reminds me of this one. I guess it was a meme or something that the voice acting community was, doing for fun. It's like, oh, so you're a voice actor. where's your sword? And then everyone's just showing off, like, their makeshift weapons.
Oh, that's cute.
Well, that is just rude and inconsiderate.
And then
What if we don't have one?
I was gonna say, I just told the guy who, made the meme, I said, my voice is my only weapon, and it's deadly.
I can vouch it is.
Fair.
Yeah.
But yes.
And I remember... Oh, sorry.
I was gonna have Doug do his story because I know he had not yet said his story yet. Jordy started with hers.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Doug.
Start with what I did today. Woke up late. Totally expected. I'm also trying to just get back into my art groove in general because I've been not having any motivation with that lately. For I want to say the past 3 weeks now.
I would say I was liking what you were.
The art block is strong.
I was liking what you were doing with your OCs, reacting to something displeasing on their computer screens.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna do more of that soonish. I don't know when, but soonish. But
okay.
Aside from that, yeah, I'm just doing my own. I'm just doing usual business as an uncle, just helping out and also trying to fix my own things and of my payments, because my payments coming in for a close. However, my account is closed because I'm getting a new card.
Oh, wait. So I'm hoping then you can get a new card so it's not in purgatory for too long.
Yeah, Mama, we're gonna see about that tomorrow at the time of this.
Alrighty.
But
best of luck.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm just myself. I just usually vibe.
Okay.
Geronimo!
Oh,
You know what?
Doug, I have to answer the most important
I'm
question.
gonna stick this.
Yes.
Oh.
How does
What's
it
up,
feel to
Jordy?
have your beard shaved?
Good question.
Like that.
That's his reaction.
Kind of like that. And I think we're actually already done.
Yes, we are actually, and this part album is kind of weird.
What's this?
Oh, that's right.
Hey, little fella. Are you lost?
Tick.
I'll get us off this.
Don't
rusty
worry, it's not a
boat.
metal
Don't
bug,
worry,
so
little,
he's just a bug.
thorax, or whatever it is. You know, I've always wanted my very own sidekick. From now on, I'll call you Tick.
Yeah, that'll work.
I wonder if you're a boy or a girl.
Tick in the power juju.
You're
Don't.
small, it's hard to tell. Hey! Did you just raise your leg? Ew! Bad Tick! Bad! From now on, only on the grass, okay? Yuck!
Well, you know what? The fact that I had to lift its leg could probably tell you that's a boy.
I guess.
Yeah.
I think they're non-binary.
So, what can Tick in the power juju help us with?
No real juju per se, but he can do some hacking.
Sure.
For this one time at the very least.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh.
I just say lift leg because I know that's what like male dogs do.
So I see.
True.
So same as the other ones, you need to be in the right position and press the button when it gets close.
Yep, it's another one of these types of mini games. Like again, basically, if you're making a first-party Sony game, at least especially during like the mid to late 2000s, it's like you're going to be doing this a lot.
I will say this, real talk, and I will say it felt just about as odd here as it did the 2 times it happened in Jak 2, I want to say, and when it happened in Jak 3. These feel more like Ratchet and Clank kind of mini games to me than Jak and Daxter.
They really do. Again, thankfully you only have to do this minigame with Tick once.
Okay. And I did.
Unfortunately, they do make the most out of it.
And I did decide to look at. And I did decide to do a little bit of digging ahead on the level list, and I think we're already nearing the halfway point of the game.
I believe we are.
Oh wow.
Yep. It's a PSP game for you.
That do be true.
Careful.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. That's probably the most tense thing. Is that the moment one of those geometrical signs reaches one of the D-pads, it's technically a mission fail. You gotta do it all over again from the beginning.
Oh.
Man.
Well, the minigame itself, not so much the level. That'd be really fucking bad if it was that.
That would be extremely bad.
Thankfully, this game does not have none of the Jak games have a live system, so we're in the clear. This is what I like to call extreme butt clenching, the simulator.
Oh yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat.
that's that. Oh, okay. You know, not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Not really much of a fanfare after that.
Whew. We avoided a real stinker. But in the meanwhile, we actually have 2 missions ahead of us now. We have either head on... Oh, actually, beforehand...
Hello? Is that you, dude?
Boom.
Oops.
You're dead.
Are you trying to perm my tail? It's about time you showed up again, Toots.
A bit jumpy for a big hero, aren't we?
I'm just going to assume she's a part of the black market, considering she's just this low level.
For the effort.
All right. You deserve a bone. This flamethrower attachment will keep a smile on your face.
Ooh.
Not much of a bone, but I'll take
The
it.
kill zone in front of you. It depletes your fuel, so use it carefully. And don't forget to clean the back.
Yeah, I got it. Just point and shoot. Sweet.
Oh?
Huh? How does she do that?
I have no idea.
Nobody knows.
But yeah, now we have access to the flamethrower.
I do you favors like this. Anyway, the city port is a mess. Clean out the distillery and the cannery, and we'll call it even.
Sounds fair to me. Also gives us an excuse to test out our brand new toy. So basically, what it is that you may have the guys may have noticed this during the bar level, where sometimes you come across those lit candles or whatever that you can use your bug spray on and suddenly turn into a flamethrower. That just gives us this pretty much just gives us that flamethrower properties instantly.
Right.
And even though yes, it does technically deplete a little more fuel than your bug spray does. Again, the game's fairly generous with eco pickups to where it's not a huge issue.
Okay, so Eco refuels both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, it's just an attachment for the entire fuel source in general.
Fire.
Exactly. And again, it's easily one of my favorite toys, especially considering, it's fire. What do bugs do against fire? Oh, that's right. They run away, skittering around like their pants are on fire.
The only thing is that it does look like it burns through fuel a little bit faster.
Right, that's
a
what
little, yes. Again, the game's not too bad in terms of replenishing your eco fuel. So long as you use it sparingly, use it where it counts, and also use it on not every bug you come across, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems simple enough.
Oh boy, more.
Stop it. That was rude.
Meanies.
Every last one of them.
In bikinis.
But yeah, how about this?
I don't see no bikinis here, woman.
I was like, here, I'm going to go get a drink to parch this
Oh.
And that's cool because you have the fire. You get the boost right off the bat.
Correct.
But yeah, go get your drink, Logan.
While I'm doing that,
use the latrine.
Okay. Now I guess we'll redouble back. Hi, James, you go burn those spiders good.
Woohoo!
What do me and Doug do?
Eat popcorn.
I said, what do me and Doug do?
I guess.
Guy.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, he was. What else could he really tell us? His head literally got bitten off.
Poor Logan.
Not gonna ask how that happened, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that's how badly he had to go get water.
Says, yeah, that's too much fun to do, especially when, again, you're able to, especially when there's plenty of eco pickups to go around. And yeah, as mentioned earlier, since the fire properties do, lift you off a little higher than the bug spray would, it's definitely a must for platforming.
Mm-hmm. Good thing that it doesn't, like it can melt like webs and whatnot. Good thing it doesn't have, melting properties on anything else, because if you try to platform on these, you could accidentally burn the platform you're platforming to.
That's a very good point. But thankfully, save for, one other type of obstacle, you never have to worry about that.
It's good.
There are certain bugs, though, that are a little more resilient to the flamethrower than others, thankfully, these types are, that's pretty much a one-hit kill. But say if it was one of those, the super big one that's roughly the size of Daxter, it won't instantly kill them. It'll take a few shots.
Right.
I have returned from the latrine.
Hello.
Welcome back.
We're just doing more bug exterminating.
Just checking if there's anything else.
Hmm.
Okay, no.
I don't know why, but when I look at this this level map, like this level area, well, up there, it kind of reminded me of like a haunted, like a room in a haunted mansion.
I mean, this may as well be an angel haunted distillery.
Yeah, true.
Like, there's barely been any upkeep. That's why there's so many goddamn bugs all over the place.
Yeah, it's like the green walls and the cobwebs that you saw up there. Those made me think of a haunted room.
Get over there. You go.
Yeah. Just go to town whenever you can. And if you do end up running out, not to worry. Another eco pickup's probably not that far from your location!
Oops!
Wow, Logan. You're not Logan. Wow, you're James.
Excuse you?
Oops.
I'm
sorry.
Do you have something you want to confess?
At least they and me get mixed up again.
My memory is shit.
It may be, but we still love you.
You're Yordi, right?
Shut up!
I thought it was her memory that was messed up. Are you gonna be okay?
Oh, right. Out of
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I'm just tired. And I don't remember anything, but I don't want to be ashamed of it. I just want to work through it.
Which is fair. I'm guessing, like, as far as the tiredness goes, you could always, like, get yourself ready for bed afterwards, because I know you're about an hour ahead of us. Well,
I mean,
ahead
I'm
of
not-
me, anyway.
I mean, I'm not, like, tired. It's more so just, I'm still, under the weather.
That's fair.
Plus, I went to bed pretty early last night, like 10 o'clock.
Well, I guess I could ask, like, how do you feel, like, today compared to how you've been feeling, like, the past couple of other days, as far as, like, your sickness is faring?
Considering I didn't work yesterday and I wasn't standing for a good amount of hours, as I am, today, then I think I feel slightly better. What's bothering me right now is my sinuses and postnasal drip.
Like, is it an instance where you're feeling more stuffed than you usually do?
I can't really tell if I'm more stuffed or less stuffed. It feels about the same.
Like, do you find yourself having to blow your nose more often than usual?
Yes.
Then yeah, it does sound like it's like a clogged sinuses, because that's something that I've had to do, like, whenever mine get clogged.
Also, pay no mind as the entire distillery is flooding with wine.
Wait, that's wine?
Yep.
I assume it is. Or maybe it's just bad. Or it could just be water.
I don't think that's water, considering how red that is.
Oh, so it's rum.
My favorite!
Not red?
Oh boy. I was about to say, like, he could have been red the first time. This could have been wine.
I mean, what other drinks that are alcoholic that you know that are red besides wine?
Oh no.
Good question. I can't think of any other aside from red wine.
Scotch with red coloring.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna look this up because you got me interested.
Just be careful if you plan on taking.
No. Trust me, I don't want to actually, drink that stuff. I have my high standards when it comes to drinking, and it's very occasional.
I just have my standards of not drinking, period.
Same.
You guys are very smart, and so is my girlfriend. She also doesn't like to drink. Anyway, it looks like they have, Rosemary, Cosmopolitan, Hurricane. I know Bloody Mary's one of them. A red.
I have heard of
That sounds about right.
Yeah, a red teeny, strawberry daiquiri, makes sense. Palm berry deep red cocktail, French martini, red hot alcoholic shot. It looks like it's made of apple and cinnamon. Mulled wine. I already said Bloody Mary. Oh, red wine sangria. That makes sense.
I don't know what. Yeah, I find it funny that there's a thing called mulled wine on that list, because like when I think of mulled, I usually think green.
Well, it's M-U-L-L-E-D.
Okay.
Yeah, different spelling. Rosso vodka martini, Negroni, I think it's called. Manhattan. Fruity red margaritas. And other stuff. Okay, there you go. So it could be either one of those things, if not wine.
Interesting.
Or it could just be red. Or it could just be red dye number 9.
Oh, that's the worst.
Actually, it's red dye number.
Oh man. Oh, you know
Just
what?
say
That's
that-
another thing
I
that
would-
Jazzy and I have been doing. We've been quoting SpongeBob non-stop.
Oh, great. She'll
no
fit in right in with us.
I was about to say, so no different than when you hang out with us.
Exactly.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny because a new dub that I got featured in was uploaded today, and it was referencing SpongeBob.
Oh, which one was that one?
It's Knuckles basically saying, "Welcome to the salty spittoon."
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Knuckles' character.
Yeah, I'll post it in the dub chat.
I had a bowl of nails for breakfast this morning.
Yeah, so.
Like, I know that artist did. Oh, sorry.
Without any milk.
Right this way. Sorry to keep you waiting.
I know that artist did another SpongeBob one based on that same episode where it's like Tails is at the Weenie Hut Jr. and he's surprised to see Sonic there.
That's funny.
It's like,
I think I did briefly eye that one earlier.
Like, I'm always here on Double Winnie Wednesday.
Actually, they moved Double Winnie Wednesday to Friday.
And besides, today's Monday.
Wow. That reminds me, did y'all see the new clip for the upcoming Sonic Prime show?
The one with Tails, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I was the one that showed them.
Oh yeah, you did.
As much as I'm not the biggest fan of them bringing back that whole thing from Mega Man Fully Charged with the
pixel
8-bit / 16-bit, the pixel flashbacks, it's definitely I can definitely forgive it, and that, considering everything else about the show so far, is pretty solid.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people point out the fact that like the way that they interpreted Tails' flashback is essentially the same way that they did in Sonic Origins, right down to having the same 2 brown foxes.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a Sega mandated edition.
Yeah. Well, still, it's a cute little bit of continuity. I'll give them that.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was always long established that Tails was always bullied in his youth before Sonic came to the picture. So it's nice to know that we actually got to see the faces of said bullies.
Which is funny because like I know technically Sonic X did that too, but I think they were bullying him over his tech than his Tails.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Because I remember there was a scene where like they were restraining Tails while another one was busting up some invention he made.
What jerks. Anyway, who's up for some fish?
Nah.
What about that fish?
Nah.
Wait, is that a fish? Okay, yeah, that is a fish. Just wanted to make
I
sure.
believe that I want to say that's a lurker shark.
Get what you deserve.
Yeah, literally. Like, fuck those things.
Also, Logan must be parched because
Come
he's got. Oh, there you go.
I speak.
Ask and ye shall appear.
Hello.
Because I was about to say, like with how long you've been gone, you must have been parched.
I was very parched. Also, which also is the holiday times, and we are working on making Christmas Crunch. I may actually have to get going in a bit here.
Okay, that also explains some
It's
things.
But you're gonna miss the grand cameo that this game has to offer.
Oh, is it in this level?
I believe it is, yes.
All right, well, I'll see. I'll stick around and see what happens. But Christmas Crunch, to get on that tangent, is a recipe. I forgot where we got it from, but it's something my family makes. You take popcorn, almonds, pecans, no peanuts, but and then you. Oh, hey, it's these freaking fish.
Yeah, the lurkers.
The lurker
Yeah, the lurker
fish.
sharks.
I hated these things.
Yeah, they got their just desserts.
They would always jump at you.
They're well hung.
Yep, and pretty mostly cool.
Also, you missed the lovely discussion we had about what sorts of alcoholic drinks are red.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Bloody
we were going through
Marys.
the area where Daxter was climbing up a flooded line.
Oh
thing.
yeah, the distillery. Oh, nice.
There you go.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool idea. But yeah, basically it's pecans, and then you make your own little kind of like caramel syrup using like brown sugar, caro syrup, pure vanilla, which we use the stuff from Mexico, so it's super strong, super good. baking powder. You just make like your own little like sweet kind of caramelized syrup that goes over it all, and then yeah, it's very good.
Sounds good.
I might need to lift that recipe from you.
I will take a photo of it. I straight up in exchange for me probably leaving it here in a few minutes. I will take a photo of that and I will send it to you guys.
Yay!
Alrighty, sounds good.
Very good. The only problem is that it is definitely a hands-on thing. Like all hands on deck. You know, put it all into a pan, like a metal like aluminum pan, and then every 15 minutes you got to stir it around so it doesn't all get too. You know, the idea is that you want it to be like you don't want it to be just one massive brick that comes out of it. You want it to still be loose enough that you can pick apart at it and eat little bits.
Right.
I'm sure my mom can find a way to make it work. She did used to work at like 2 different bakeries.
That's fair.
Oh, that's right. I just realized the flamethrowers are not good for the burrowing bugs either.
Oh yeah, they'll just run away.
Yeah. They know when to get out of dodge. Also, hello.
That thing. What is that?
That's the biggest lurker shark I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right. I was about to say, yeah, it has the things on the side of its
chair.
mouth. The gaming chair.
Right.
What do I do now?
Must rage nap. Am I doing it right?
What do I do now?
Doesn't really fit me all that well.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Make that.
And as for the other PSP thing, I'm still a little bit like, jury's still out on if I'll do size matters or not. I don't think I need to.
I don't think there's really any need to. Especially if we're going to be skipping out on Secret Agent Clank as well.
Fair.
I'm trying to think. Was Quest for Booty also? Oh boy.
Oh wait.
Ow.
Oh, hello, Harry. A lurker?
Brooder!
You know Bog?
From the second game.
You too furry for Metal Ugly. Hey, you be Bug Squisher? You work for Osmo? You guy I called!
Yeah, me Bug Squisher, you big lug. Now put me down.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm surprised Daxter doesn't react a little more violently over the fact that it's a talking lurker.
I'm also surprised he completely forgot about Brooder in the second game, because he does meet him up again.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah?
Thank me now.
Then again, maybe he just had that forgettable kind of face.
As forgettable as that can be.
Is where most nasty bugs sneak. You protect that? You squish them all, orangey pal?
Yeah, I'll clean them out. Whew. As if the smell in this place wouldn't already do the trick.
Fair enough. Well.
All right. So there's your 1 second cameo of that one lurker character from Jak 2.
Aw, I do like Brooder though. He was fun. But
he's alright.
All right. And with that, now I may take my leave. Sorry.
Alrighty.
You guys have a.
crunch.
I'll send the recipe in a bit. You guys have a good time.
All right.
Alrighty.
Love you, hi.
Actually, give me a second. I gotta take care of those dogs real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna go help him with the dogs then. Bye.
But I thought you were gonna make your crunch.
Pipe didn't say he loves me back.
I'm sure he does.
Just to suffer.
Your toys with my emotions.
Sorry, Miller.
Anywho. Okay. See you guys.
Goodbye.
All right. Take care.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
So while Logan goes taking care of his Christmas crunch, we gotta go sleeping with the fishes.
Oh boy.
Speaking of which, careful around the little lurker sharks here, or lurker fish, or whatever, because if you jump in their line of sight, munch.
Duly noted.
They spare absolutely no expense to chomp on your keister, which is all the bit more appropriate for you to jump while their back is turned.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I had to leave. The dogs were barking at nothing, and I had to quell them down a bit.
Ugh.
It's okay.
I always hate when that happens.
You just missed Logan's undying declaration for you.
Oh, I heard that. I just didn't have the time to respond.
Okay.
Aw.
He'll get over it. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's too busy making the crunch.
Exactly.
He's making the crunch while we're making the smooth, because we are on the smooth team. Am I right?
Why not?
Actually, yeah, I would say between that. Oh, you're talking about peanut butter.
Duh!
Yeah, smooth all the way.
Okay, like I didn't know we were suddenly talking about peanut butter. That's
I
why I said why
wanted to
not.
make a joke to see how you guys would react and see if you got it.
It's all fine.
Yeah.
It's all fine. I'm with you, creamy.
Kind of think that I don't think Doug was with us when we had that tangent. What team are you on? Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
I don't eat peanut butter.
You don't?
Okay, then you're the odd man out.
Well, shit.
Well, I am an odd man out since I am Scottish.
That's
True,
fair.
true.
How about this? Assuming you don't eat this as well, but just for conversational sake, grape or strawberry jelly?
I eat both, but I mostly use strawberry.
Okay.
We'll put you as a solid maybe for now.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. So, my girlfriend also likes peanut butter and jelly. She's on Team Smooth and Team Grape.
Good for her.
Okay.
But she eats with white bread instead of wheat or potato.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to eat white, but I've kind of cut down on it. Now I usually resort to honey wheat.
Oh, honey wheat is delicious. I love it.
I'll usually go for wheat or butter bread.
Ooh, butter bread. Have you ever had brioche bread?
Nope.
I can't say I have.
It tastes really good in French toast or with grilled cheese. It's like a sweeter kind of bread.
Right. It's funny that you mentioned butter bread, James, because I know that's the flavor my granny usually eats before she moved in with us.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, they sell plenty of that at the Target I go to. But beyond that, it's like, yeah, I'll usually go with wheat.
Fair.
I'll only get white bread if that's like the only the only other option they have.
That's fair.
If not that, then maybe simple Italian.
Oh, Italian. That's really good. I like Italian bread. Like, it tastes well with either pasta or with pizza.
Or another thing that I usually do, or another thing that my folks have been doing, as kind of like health alternatives. Sometimes instead of just getting bread for sandwiches, we just get tortilla wraps.
Oh, so like a peanut butter jelly taco?
No, but I am now curious to see how that would turn out.
I mean, yeah, you just literally get a tortilla, just slap some peanut butter on it, maybe some I don't know, banana chunks, and there you go, a peanut butter banana taco.
Yeah.
Okay, the bananas are I'm a little bit more divisive with. Like, I like bananas by themselves. I don't know if I'd really like them with peanut butter.
You never tried bananas with peanut butter before?
No, something about it always seemed weird to me.
Huh.
I
think they're a pretty good combination.
I've usually had like bananas on the side with my peanut butter and jelly, and that is fine. But I've never really had the idea of trying it with in a sandwich, just because I'm not sure if I'll 100% like it.
Fair enough.
I have, however, one time eaten on a s'more. I've had peanut butter and the marshmallow fluff, and now I know why people are saying that, peanut butter and marshmallows actually go well together.
I don't doubt that.
That's
Now
fair.
you got me curious.
Actually,
you know
that
what?
seems like an actual enough fit.
Actually, you know what? I don't even have to say that because there are technically I forget what it's actually named, but there's a type of cookie that my folks used to make that's like that. It's basically like with peanut butter, marshmallow fluff, and cornflakes.
Really? Nice.
That's not all that appealing.
It tastes better than it sounds.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, sorry about that food tangent, folks.
I mean, what else can we really do here? We're just doing the same old usual, just exterminating bugs in a fish house.
And
Plus,
I wanted to apologize. Food is just one of those universal topics anyone can get behind.
Well, of course.
Plus, I think some of us are hungry.
Sometimes you can start proxy wars based off it.
Yeah.
As evidenced by me and Logan's never-ending jelly war.
Yeah.
I feel like there has to be at one point there's been a Splatoon Splatfest based off of peanut butter.
Maybe.
I think there really has.
Yeah. That does sound like one that they have done before. I just don't know when they would have done it.
Likely during Splatoon 2, because that's when they were doing the more generalized Splatfest.
I'll look it up.
Right.
Yeah, go
Alright.
ahead.
There you go.
Honestly, I can just imagine, like, with Splatoon 3's Splatfest, like, what could they make out of a tricolor Splatfest? Splatfest.
I'm trying to think. Like, the only thing I could think of is...
Splatfresh.
Like, the only thing I could think of with the Tricolor Splatfest is maybe that could be what you use for, like, the jellies. Like, you have grape, strawberry, and I know there's a third jelly. I just forget what the flavor was.
Apricot?
That's it, apple.
I was saying apricot. I said apricot, but I guess apple would make more sense.
Oh, I was also thinking like marmalade.
I guess there's also that too.
So the more pristine variety.
Oh.
I think there's such thing as an apricot marmalade. Like, I know there's orange, but maybe it has apricot in it too.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And I know my mom really likes raspberry spread on an English muffin.
I think I've already brought this up on the channel at least once or twice, but I am not really all that much of a jelly person.
Yeah, you mentioned that before, and that's fine.
Like, if I'm gonna add any additive for peanut butter, it's likely gonna be Nutella spread.
Oh my god, my niece loves Nutella.
It's essentially just chocolate spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Man, now I just have this weird idea of, like... Because I've seen them getting, like, experimental with, like, the types that they've been making lately.
Shit.
Oh, boy! No. I didn't know they could jump that high.
Yeah, they can. Well, again, if you're literally right in, like, if you're in front of their line of sight, that's it. They're gonna munch right for you. And I realize if all I'm gonna miss out of that is a vial, I really could care less of a shit, because that's just for a minigame I'm not even gonna bother with.
I'm just surprised with just how fast they popped up.
Yeah, no, like they again, once they sense it, they go straight for the kill. They suck, much like they did in the original Jak and Daxter.
Anyway, like I was saying, something I imagine that like Reese's could probably do as like their next gimmick peanut butter cup is like Reese's peanut butter cups, but it's like Nutella chocolate.
I feel like they had to have done that at least once.
I don't think they have.
You know what?
Well, maybe one day.
What if they did like a reverse Reese's peanut butter cup with Nutella as the filling?
Oh, jeez.
Then it would just be a chocolate cup.
No. I'm saying, do you know those ultimate peanut butter cups where it's actually the peanut butter shell and there's peanut butter filling inside?
Uh-huh.
Well, take the ultimate peanut butter shell, which is, you know, a peanut butter shell, and then the Nutella is the filling, which is where the peanut butter would normally go. So it's a reverse peanut butter cup.
Okay, for a minute I thought you were saying like it would just be like a peanut butter cup but replace the peanut butter with chocolate, so it would just be like chocolate within chocolate.
No.
I mean, such a thing exists.
Oh, man. What a day this has been.
Yeah, it has been a day indeed.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. Once I'm done with the fish, what do they call this place? The fish cannery. Then that's pretty much going to be all she wrote.
How much
as far as this session is concerned?
How much further till we get to the end of it?
I want to say we're 2/3 of the way done. Now we just got to worry about the ice puzzle.
Okay.
I don't see peanut butter and jelly Splatfest.
Well, you know, hopefully they capitalize with Splatoon 3, because there's still a good ways to go in terms of like Splatfest they can make.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know they did pancakes and waffles.
Yeah.
Well, who ended up winning that one?
I think it was pancakes.
I'll check again.
Boo.
Hey,
Alrighty.
I like pancakes.
They're fine, but waffles are better.
No.
Yes.
No.
Honestly, I don't judge. I think they're both equally good.
Agreed.
I mean, I do like waffles, but most of the time I just go for Eggo waffles instead of homemade.
It was waffle.
Aha.
Okay. Now imagine they bring that back, but bring French toast in there.
Yes!
Have they done repeat Splatfests before?
They have, but I don't think they've done. Again, with Splatoon 3, not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Dang it, you guys now got the song, Do You Like Waffles?
Yeah, we like waffles.
Yeah, I like waffles.
French toast? No.
Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like pancakes.
Do you like French toast? Yeah, we
Yeah, we
like
like French toast.
Do. Can't wait to get a mouthful.
My God.
No catchy song. I do not like soggy bread that tastes like silver polish.
Excuse you. When was the last time you even had a French toast?
I know my mom made some years ago, and it didn't really leave that good of an impression on me.
Okay, you know what, mister? I'm gonna bring you over to this state, and I'm going to make a nice batch of French toast, and I will have you try one, okay?
You know, fine, but only because you asked me so nicely, because that's how much I care about you.
All right, consider it a deal.
Good.
You got yourself a deal.
Got yourself a deal, Buster.
That doesn't seem too fair, though. Now I have to think of, like, some kind of food that I need to get you to try while we're doing that.
I'm up for it because I have been feeling adventurous with my food palette lately.
I'm just trying to think, like, the only thing that comes to mind immediately was introducing you to the concept of dipping Doritos in peanut butter.
I don't think I've done that before.
I've done it before. Like, it actually works better than you'd think it is. Like, I'd be lying if I said it was, like, amazing, but it actually works. At least I think it does.
I guess the big question is, what flavor of Dorito is it?
I usually do with the nacho cheese, although it also works with Cool Ranch.
Okay, because I usually go for the Cool Ranch, but I don't mind the nacho cheese one.
We could try both.
Okay, deal.
Deal.
Oh, and I gotta get you to try mozzarella sticks with applesauce. You remember that, don't you?
Yes, I remember that.
Yep.
And I still question it.
Trust me, it actually tastes better than you think it is. Because you have the salty cheese and the breadcrumbs, and then you have the sweet applesauce, and it actually makes a pretty good combination.
It does sound like something my folks would probably try out.
I would say have them give it a shot at least once.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've checked it.
Okay. There you go.
Jeez. Yeah, that jump in particular has always been finicky for me.
Yeah, I checked all the games. Yeah, no peanut butter and jelly.
Huh.
Oh well.
Well, I think what we were talking about wasn't necessarily, like, pitting peanut butter against jelly, just more so, like, pitting particular types of peanut butter or particular types of jelly.
Oh, I know. I was just checking in general if they've even done it, and they haven't.
Okay.
That's fair. Again, maybe they'll do, for all we know, maybe they'll do it with Splatoon 3.
Yeah, most likely.
What was the last Splatfest they did? Now that I think about it.
I'm gonna open my phone again.
I'm trying to think. I know it wasn't the camp one because that was like a while ago.
It was the Pokemon starter thing.
Okay. And I think water type one.
It was water, yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, I remember because that was Big Man's first victory, wasn't it?
Yep.
Come to think of it, wasn't that a complete clean sweep for water types?
If I remember, yes.
Just it's like goddamn.
I just remember
and I thought the whole thing with the camping would have been the bigger clean sweep, but I guess not.
Yeah, people like their Dewey Duck, and I remember people making a big deal of it because, like I said, that was like Big Man's first big win.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's get.
Oh!
I was saying do it carefully, but you know what? Fish food.
Yeah.
So I see.
Oh man, now that we've talked about all these food topics, I just want to keep going with this stupid tangent.
Hey, by all means.
All right.
Like,
you know what? How about something a little more topical? What's your taste in fish?
That pretty much. I feel like that speaks for itself. But all jokes aside, I don't really like fish.
I don't like fish either. However, the only exception by technicality is lobster bisque.
Lobster bisque?
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever gone to like Red Lobster or any other seafood restaurant, but basically it's like they have a cheesy broth with like little pieces of lobster in it, and they're hardly noticeable, so it tastes more like a cheesy fish soup, but it's really good, especially with crackers.
Okay. I think I've already brought up before that the only type of food, like fish, I'm really into nowadays is fried catfish. Otherwise, I could care less. Oh,
do you have a preference, Doug?
All right, I'm going for the kill. Now's my chance.
Yeah, I don't have too much of a.
No! Come on!
Bug spray had to short circuit. Oh, the worst possible time.
Yeah, I don't have any preference for fish.
That's fair.
I don't eat it too often. I know my gay uncle does.
What type of fish does he eat?
I think any kind, really.
Alright, this should hopefully do it. Will he go for the kill? He got it!
Go, go!
Now?
Da, 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 da,
Oh,
da.
what
Really?
happened?
Let's do it now. Okay.
Okay, good luck.
There you go.
Ooh. Yes,
There
you go.
Now we're done. Alright, there.
Yeah!
First, let's just check around. Okay, I can't
Nope.
even go. I can't even fit through there anyway. What's even the point?
Oh no.
Oh,
At the very least, we don't have to worry about the bigger lurker whale. Oh, and we're. Oh, jeez, we already got another stream level up. Actually, what's my current eco count at? 400. Okay,
Huh?
there are only 100 more, and I'll pretty much have all I need for all I want to show off.
all right. Good job.
In the meantime, let's just hope this way will take us straight to the end.
Fingers crossed.
I feel like I need to take 4 showers after this.
Hot baths, this most especially. I'm literally freezing my tail off here.
So you'll need lavender, you'll need vinegar, you'll need some Epsom salt, and maybe some tomato juice.
That is a whole bunch of words I just heard, yes.
Those are indeed words, Toots.
Now we just gotta go on the grinder. Thankfully they're inactive.
Oh gosh, now this is making me think of Good Burger. It's like, when you mess with Good Burger, you go in the grinder.
It's because I'm black.
The fact I actually just said that outright is still kind of funny to me.
Come on.
I feel like it's kind of hard to just look back at some of these old Nickelodeon shows because, well, we all know how much of an asshole Dan Schneider's become.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, honestly, I feel like I can be able to... Oh.
Okay, that just happened.
Oh, okay.
Well, that camera shot made it seem like we were about to approach a cutscene, but nope.
Nope. You were saying,
Yeah, that's
Steve?
fair. I was just saying, like, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that, like, it really depends on how easy or hard of a time you have separating creator from creation. Because, like, there are a lot of instances where I can still be able to enjoy, like, a show or a movie and whatnot in spite of, the creative director's, distasteful opinions. Like, for example, like me and James have mentioned before, we can both still enjoy Earthworm Jim in spite of Doug TenNapel being, well, Doug TenNapel.
I guess that's true. I guess I just have... Maybe one day I could just look back on it and just, see how I feel.
Maybe.
Yeah, because there were great moments in Good Burger. Especially, with the party scene. Well, not the party scene. It was like the grand opening of Mondo Burger and then the prison scene.
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, when it comes to, like, just Nick stuff like that back then, for some reason, I more so finally remember some of the shows than I do the movies.
Oh.
Yeah, the movies were kind of just there.
Yeah.
Aside from maybe Jimmy Neutron. But that all said, we've made enough progress that we can go ahead and call it a wrap. Because next time, I do believe Simon has a little job for us that requires us to be the sideman of his tubular vehicle down at the Emerald Isles.
Well done.
Yes, I know that sounded like a whole lot of words, so we'll see you all next time.
Stay tuned.
I'm swearing off sushi forever.